On this edition of Size Eyes on the Skies.
Cold temperatures today, but there is a big warm up on the way. Plus, we'll take a look at your storm system that's going to head up for us on Monday.
And Elizabeth Lennartson is in the studio for your spring break forecast. We'll have all that and much more on this March 13th edition of Size Eyes on the Skies as it starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. I am joined by Elizabeth Lennartson, her very first time. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm excited to be here tonight.
Yes, I know you have our national forecast tonight, and you have some spring break destinations, if I can speak properly tonight.
Yep, pick 3 of them, 2 in Florida and 1 down in California. So we'll take a look at those later on in our national forecast.
Hopefully it's a little bit more warm. I know we sort of warmed up today. The pavement temperatures are starting to crank up there, you could tell, because the snow started melting and a lot of slush today. And hopefully, I know Nate maybe has some warmer temperatures in his forecast. I know he was talking before we went on the air here, and it sounds wonderful what he has in plan, but we don't want to spoil his forecast. But otherwise, you enjoyed the weather today?
I did. It was a nice, great day outside. I had a residence hall tour for future students of ISU, so it was nice to show them campus with the sun shining.
And brought some nice sunshine in. Past few days we've had clouds and it's been dreary, but broke out the sunshine today, and it was sort of a joyous day, as we would say. So
it's definitely nice. Walking to my afternoon classes was a lot better than walking to the morning ones, that's for sure. Wind died down and sun came out.
Yeah, and that was another big factor. The wind died down, but hopefully Nate has some better forecast, and maybe those walking the classes on Friday will be a lot better. But for now,
let's hope so.
Thank you for joining us. We're going to send it over to Nate and check in with him. Nate, I hope you have some good weather in store for us.
You know what? For a change, I finally do.
Well,
it's been a long time since we've had good news in the forecast. Finally. Not much snow, warmer temperatures. Finally, what would we expect for this time of year?
We had those pesky snow showers yesterday that just would not leave, and I had a lot of people ask me what was up with those. So you have an explanation for them?
A little bit. We had that snowstorm come through.
Yes.
This remains on the far back side of that storm, and as you can tell, after the snow showers moved through, we had sun come back out, and that created just a little bit of instability in the air, which then created those heavier bursts of snow showers, kind of like instability snow showers like you have with thunderstorms, but kind of the same thing that happened with snow. Not much of accumulation, but just enough to create a couple slick spots on the ice already, and then some, just really a nuisance out there. It really was. But we're going to have some headlines to take a look at right now. We have some interesting stuff going on. Tonight actually is interesting. We have Comet Pan-STARRS that is going to be coming in a little bit after sunset, and you can actually look to the western sky for that about a half hour after sunset, so around 7:30. We're going to be talking about 50-degree temperatures on Friday, and then possibly a messy mix come Monday. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But for your evening planner, tomorrow does look like it could be a little bit warmer than today. And we're going to take a look at that as we are going to have partly cloudy skies throughout the day. Morning temperatures will start in the upper 20s, climbing our way to the mid-30s by noon. And then for your walk home from those classes, about 36 degrees. A little cooler than I originally thought earlier today, but certainly, that's talking about almost 10 degrees warmer than what we had today.
Yeah, sure looks nice, but we're going to send it to our first break, and after the break, Elizabeth will be in with your spring break forecast, so you're going to stay tuned as Size Eyes on the Skies continues right after this.
Minneapolis is the coldest right now at 31. Chicago not far behind at 32. Looking over to the west coast, Phoenix is our warmest at 88 degrees. San Francisco at a cool 73. Looking at our clouds and radars throughout the day with it ending right now, there's rain moving off into the west coast, clouds covering it up. And then we also have some snow showers and precipitation in the Ohio River Valley with precipitation and rain showers moving out of Maine. Zooming in on the Maine region right now, like I said, we had those storms and precip moving out of Ames, of of Maine, with the snow and precipitation moving into upstate New York as we speak. Current warnings we have right now, it looks like down in Georgia, we can take a look here. All this blue you see is freeze warning. So if you're in Georgia, it might get a little bit cooler tonight. And then as well as down in Florida here, it looks like we do have red flag warnings up. Next, we're going to be looking at tomorrow's highs. So pretty much the same. Minneapolis 36, St. Louis is sitting at 63. Phoenix is the warmest at 93, and San Francisco looks like it's at 66, with Atlanta at 55. Zooming in on the Midwest for tomorrow's highs, looks like Des Moines, we're going to be sitting at 47. Madison and Chicago in the 30s, but you might be seeing some precip tomorrow. And then it looks like Hayes is the warmest at 73, with North Platte at 69 and not far behind it. Looking at our futurecast, we have a low system sitting in North Dakota with high over Iowa, as well as down in Arkansas, that is. The low is going to be moving in. That's where we're going to be seeing our warmer temperatures. It'll swing on through. St. Louis will see it as well, and then it'll just kind of fade off. Minneapolis and Wisconsin, and as well as North Dakota, might be seeing some snow and precipitation on Friday, so just look for that. And then with spring break coming up, shows 3 locations that are pretty popular now for spring break. Looks like Orlando, Florida. Tuesday is going to be really your only chance of some clouds, sitting right in the 70s with 50s at night. I was in Orlando at this time last year, and it's pretty much the same. Just might want to grab a jacket or so. Might be getting down into the 40s and 50s at night. Next location is going to be Key West, Florida. Also in the 70s, looks like they're going to be topping out at 80 on Tuesday, but warmer temperatures at night, maybe not even going to need that jacket. And with the last one, it looks like with San Diego, 60s as well as 50s, so pretty much average temperatures right there. A lot nicer, and that's all I have. It's back to you, Zach.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I know where I'm going for spring break, but until then, let's take a look at your tonight's trivia question. Tonight's trivia question is, 1 year ago today, how warm did it get in Ames? Was it A, 55 degrees, B, 63 degrees, C, 74 degrees, or D, 82 degrees? And we'll have the answer in Nate's forecast coming up right after this. And welcome back to Si's Eyes on the Sky. So let's recap your trivia question for tonight. 1 year ago today, how warm did it get in Ames? Was it A, 55 degrees, B, 63, C, 74 degrees, or D, 82? And the answer is C, 74 degrees. And wow, what a year makes a difference, which set up for a drought last year. But Nate, do we have any temperatures in store like that?
No, I wish we did, but unfortunately we don't. Speaking of those temperatures, here is a look at 6 days from last year, starting on the 12th of March, running through the 17th of March. And there's that 74-degree temperature that Zach was pointing out. But look what happened after that. We just skyrocketed to the upper 70s and then eventually into the low 80s. But, you know, we're going to have to go down to even Florida, like Elizabeth mentioned, to even find temperatures like that around here. We're going to be stuck in the 20s, 30s, and maybe even 40s. Right now outside our studio is 27 degrees with a west wind at 6 miles an hour. Dew point is very dry right now at just 18 degrees. Taking a look at current temperatures around Iowa, 27 is a popular number for Ames, Boone, and Fort Dodge. To the west of us, also 27 in Marshalltown, and then 26 degrees up in Iowa Falls. Zooming out and taking a look at the statewide view today, 33 degrees right now in Des Moines, 30 in Sioux City, 34 down in Council Bluffs, and down in the Davenport and Quad Cities area, they're sitting right at the freeze mark at 32 degrees. Zooming out a little bit more now, taking a look at our region. Current temperatures, look at this gradient we have. 60s, mid-60s out in North Platte, 65, and just 32 up in Madison and Chicago. We're talking over a 30-degree temperature swing just across the region. And, you know, these 60s out here are not going to make it our way. We'll get into the 50s become Friday, but not the 60s. Futurecast is going to paint our weather out. Clouds are going to move in late tonight, and these could produce some snow showers on Thursday morning for northeast Iowa, back into southern Wisconsin. There could be about 1 to 2 inches of snow in those areas. Clouds will move out. We'll leave for sunshine on Thursday into Friday. Clouds will move in around midnight Friday night, and we'll cloud up for during the day Saturday. And as you can see, rain showers move through the same areas that got that snow, but clouds will be around Friday evening, and then eventually those will move out. Futurecast snowfall. There is that snow for northeast Iowa, about a ½ inch to an inch of snow. There could be a couple isolated areas that wouldn't surprise me in far northeast Iowa that hit about 2 inches, but it's going to be nothing like the storm we just experienced. Forecast lows tonight, pretty chilly out there. 16 in Mason City and Waterloo, 20 for Fort Dodge and Ames, and then out to the east of us, Davenport and the Quad Cities at about 20 degrees as well. Tomorrow's highs, the gradient again, 37 in Mason City, but if you're down in the Ottumwa area, you could be approaching the 50-degree mark. I don't know, some of you are going to think that's quite warm. I mean, that might not even be jacket weather for this time of year. Taking a look at forecast for Ames tonight, though, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 21. Winds will be lighter, which mean the wind chills will not be as brutal as they were last night. Tomorrow, 38 degrees. We are going to call it mild. The meltdown will certainly begin better than it was today. A lot of that snow and ice will be coming off those sidewalks with a south wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Take a look at your 7-day forecast. There it is, Friday, 52 degrees with under partly cloudy skies. Your weekend is kind of a half and half. A chance of rain and snow showers mainly Sunday night for your St. Patrick's Day. Snow and rain showers Monday, changing the rain showers Monday afternoon. Sunshine will return for next week and going into the middle of next week. So those of you who are sticking around Ames for spring break are going to have some sunshine for next week and hopefully some mild temperatures that will get back into the 40s.
I know with all these warmer temperatures right now, a lot of it's snowpacks melting off, which is creating some flooding. I know there are some flood warnings due to those rivers which are elevating up, which a complete year. We were talking 74 last year and during spring break, and I even know during spring break we got up to 85 at one point.
Yeah.
And now this year it looks like we're 30s and 40s, which is somewhat average. I think average this time of year is 44.
More what you would expect for Iowa or even in the Midwest at this time of year. You know, snow on the ground. Usually it's not till April where you start getting rid of some of that snow.
Hopefully this is a good sign that we will not continue our drought going into the summertime.
We're hoping so. It's starting to look that way. A lot of the rivers are rising.
Yes.
And out towards the Cedar River, up Cedar Rapids and stuff, are big-time ice jams is creating some flooding issues, even in parts of Illinois, Wisconsin. Roads are washed out. So it's not just us experiencing, it's a lot of the Midwest.
And I know, looking at your forecast map there, it looks like Kansas City it has the warmth right now, and I know that will be working its way. But tomorrow, there's a basketball game Iowa State plays at in Kansas City.
There is a basketball game tomorrow in Kansas City, 11:30 a.m. on ESPN2. They shouldn't have no weather travel issues down there if you're heading from Ames down to that area. Hopefully, Iowa State can beat the Sooners, unlike last time, which was kind of a blowout, but we won't talk about that. We're not the sports people here.
But as we know, spring break's just a few days away.
Yes.
Do you have any plans?
Nothing too exciting, going back home to the Twin Cities, just working over break and trying to make some more money.
Maybe you'll have some more snow showers up that way.
We have more snow, I don't know. I'd rather have the warmth. I'm jealous of everyone who's going to be sitting on a beach and in the sand.
What about you, Nate?
I'm with you in the same boat as you. No, I'm going back up to Wisconsin. It's looking like more snow for both of us next weekend. That's another thing. If you are traveling later this weekend, heading up north into parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, there's a storm system that's going to move through, like you showed Sunday night, moving into Monday. You know, a mix here, maybe even plain rain, but once you get towards that Minnesota, Minneapolis area, Wisconsin, there could be some accumulated snowfall, possibly even significant snow. So if you're not going to leave till later in the weekend, keep that in mind. No worries at this time, but something to watch.
And I reside down in Des Moines, so I don't have a far drive. And actually, I go a little further south than all of you, so I'll have some warmer temperatures, and hopefully we can start tapping into some 50s by later next week. But otherwise, you guys can enjoy the snow, get further north and the cooler temperatures.
Fingers crossed that it doesn't hit too hard.
Yes, and then
I'll be jealous of your mid-40s, which kind of sounds bad, but
yeah,
it's going to feel
St.
good.
Patrick's Day, you said 40s here?
Yeah, 40s here, upper 40s here. Saw our little friend there on the 7-day forecast, kicking back. And then a precipitation chance was Sunday night, so no worries during the day on St. Patrick's Day. But if at nighttime, if you're going out, just keep that in mind. There could be a few slick spots.
That's good to know. And so I know it was her first time.
Yes, very good job.
Very first time, felt good, but we'll see. For sure, want to try it again. That's for sure.
So you're at least coming back.
I will be coming back.
Oh, that's good.
Scare me off too much,
That's
so.
good. We always like having more people, and maybe we'll have more enrollment. But otherwise, you did a very good job tonight.
Thank you.
And national forecast, looks like the country, and especially your pick cities for.
Yes.
I sort of want to go to Orlando now, or maybe even California with those.
I know, even California, just anywhere warm. I would take warmer temperatures. I would even take 60s at this point.
Yes.
I just want to get out of there.
Yeah.
Go down to Kansas and Oklahoma. We saw that parts of Kansas going to be near 70 tomorrow, so there you go.
And then, what's the end of the week? If you look at long term, did you take a look at that?
Long term, it's kind of hard to say that far out. We're trying to trend toward those more spring-like temperatures, but for some reason, Mother Nature just doesn't want to quite get there. It seems like getting the long term, And then we have another storm system that comes through that brings us a mix of rain and snow, and it boosts our temperatures back down. So that's kind of, we're in that roller coaster pattern right now. We're going to get warm, cold, snow, rain, ice, kind of a little bit of weather for everyone right now.
Well, hopefully we start to warm up, and
Yes.
as Elizabeth was saying, walking to class, hopefully we start getting some warmer temperatures. And when we come back after spring break, hopefully the temperatures are warmer. And
Hopefully no snow on the ground too. That's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping.
Amazing.
for. Even just to get the snow off, I'm okay with 40s and no snow.
let's melt all of it during spring break, and then
Yes.
come back and start fresh with no snow on the ground and be done with snow. And let's
Exactly.
start talking about severe weather when we come back, hopefully.
I know, storm chasing. I'm running,
You know,
running for my first time for that as well.
We're only going to be
so.
a week away from April when we come back, so it's
Hard to believe. Time's
right
flying
around the
by.
corner.
And then
It is.
the spring starts a week from tomorrow, I believe.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
so
I don't know the
spring
exact
is
date,
around the
but-
corner, so hopefully we get that snow, so it's starting to gone, so it starts to feel like spring. But otherwise, that does it for us here at Si's Eyes on the Skies. Hope everyone has a wonderful spring break, and we'll see you right back here after spring break. But until then, good night, Ames.